What is an useful skill everyone should learn? Learn to swim, learn to swim, learn to swim, learn to swim. When I was in high school and failed to get a summer job, my dad made me cook every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for the family, every day, for the whole summer, as punishment. On top of that, I wasn't allowed to ever repeat a dish. Worked my way through a whole cookbook, and then some. It ended up being inadvertently the most valuable lesson he ever taught me. Being able to cook a wide variety of really good meals is a constant source of simple joy in my life. Not to mention, it's a massive advantage in the dating scene. Personal finance. You would be shocked at how many people get a crash course in April when they max out their first credit card with very little liquid assets. Learn to identify scam messages. No, your computer is not infected with flashing multicolor viruses. No, hot singles are not waiting to meet you. No, you didn't win a contest you didn't enter. No, Nigerian princes are not sharing their fortunes. No, the IRS is not calling you to ask for your personal info or for gift cards. How to listen. A lot of people currently tend to lack the ability to actually listen. It's not about shouting points at each other. It's about shutting up and actually listening to what the other person is saying. Self-reflection. You cannot grow as a person without it. How to cook. It always shocks me when someone 18 plus can't make basic food. Learn how to say no. Swimming, basic home repair, minor electrical, minor plumbing, basic automotive repair, oil changes, brakes. How to sew. It really comes in handy so often. Basic gardening, food preservation, and cooking. And basics of sewing, fixing your own stuff, including electronics like broken screens and other stuff like your car. When to use a instead of in. Kind of tough, but a second language really helps out, especially for job applications. Reading the article before commenting. How to write an email. Seriously, too many people go out into the wide world with no idea how to write a professional level email. Writing one the same way you text won't cut it when you are looking for a job. When I was in high school track, my coach went into cardiac arrest after doing 200 meters sprints with us. Me and some other students got some other teachers and they performed CPR on him until their ambulance arrived. They saved his life. Learn CPR. How to self-regulate their emotional state through grounding exercises. Edit. Random Google search gave this. https www.therapistay.com/worksheets/grounding-techniques.pdf. Not just for trauma. For any time when there is physiological hyperarousal. Also help with mild dissociation and panic attacks. Another good thing to learn is emotional literacy. Developing a better vocabulary of the emotional state you in and get better at recognizing it. How to have compassion for other people's struggles. How to observe situations without being judgmental. How to have respect for yourself and value yourself as an individual. How to be kind to others. How to communicate by actively listening as well as speaking. How to admit when you're wrong and learn from your mistakes. How to plan for the future but live in the moment. Tying a proper knot. Learn and practice a few different ones that have different uses. YouTube is filled with lessons. You'll amaze your friends. or even yourself. How to use your goddamn signal lights. Sorry for the anger, but I live in Edmonton. The difference between your and you. How to cook a simple meal. First aid and CPR should be a school requirement with certification before kids turn 15. How to extrapolate useful information from biased media sources. DBT skills. Dialectical behavior therapy. Used as a part of treatment for emotional instability. It teaches core concepts that include mindfulness, distress tolerance, interpersonal relationship skills, radical acceptance, self-soothing when in a state of anger, distress, etc. Truly useful for everyone. Basic sewing and clothes repair. To break out of someone's grip. I've taught my wife, my daughter, many of my female friends, and back in the day when I was a daycare teacher, all of my students. We had someone try to kidnap one of our older kids once. And that was it. That very day I taught all of the kids and drilled it with him over the next couple of weeks. Even had a grandmother come in to pick up her granddaughter and ask for me specifically so that she could thank me for showing her granddaughter how to do that. Thing to remember. Do not try to pull against their fingers. You can hold your body weight by your fingers. Think of hanging from the monkey bars by your fingers. Instead, pull towards their thumb. The thumb is weak in comparison to the fingers. Also scream, fire, not help. People react faster to fire than they do for help. I hope this helps. Many basic self-defense classes will go over this and more. Remember, you don't need to be an MMA fighter to get yourself out of a bad situation. Ignore someone being a dick face on the net. Basic car care. Everyone should be able to change their own oil and rotate their tires. At a minimum. Both are super simple and require only a few tools but can save you a lot of money. How to cook a basic healthy meal. Basic butchering. Vegans are exempt. Filleting fish. Breaking down poultry, things like that. You never know when you will be able to buy whole chicken but not boneless, skinless chicken tenders. Swimming. SA life skill. Basic first aid skills. Financing. Your wants are not your needs and it should stay like that. Budgeting. How to lead effectively. Anyone can be a boss, but it takes a special frame of mind to be a good leader.